just crossed into Idaho just then. So we're just driving into the City of Rocks backcountry byway. Thinking City of Rocks, we've just come from Utah, which is all rocks, but it's certainly different here. It is, it's just like rocks, just like lots of rocks, but different ones.
This is Register Rock, and it's on the Oregon Trail. It's a trail that settlers used moving from the east where they thought it's going to be better. It was a hard life. They're in their wagon trains, and there thousands of them came across in the 1840s and 1850s. And on the way through, they left their sign on the rocks, say who they were and when they passed through.
Here's a few of their signatures up here on the rocks. Got A. Freeman, D. Tickner, 1250. That's not 1950, it's 1850.
And way up there is an A. White, 52. I haven't travelled here on a wagon without suspension, and then to climb up there and leave your mark.
Look at all these birds' nests up here. Good morning and welcome to day 40 of our USA road trip. We're now in Idaho and it's so much warmer here. We're in shorts and t-shirts. Even though there's still snow on the mountain, I'm not sure, maybe the weather's just warming up. So this is what they call the California Trail. So in 1848, word spread to the east that gold had been discovered in California. That year in December, that set in motion the mass migration of men, women and children from Missouri that would peak at more than 250,000 people travelling this way to California. So they headed for the City of Rocks, where we've just been, which provided a campsite for weary travellers who'd been on the road for over 100 days. Kind of what we're doing, but we're doing it in the comfort of our own home. And we didn't start in Missouri.
I was going to say that would have been harsh, either on mule or in a wagon, without suspension, a bit hard on the bum. By 1869, with the completion of the Transcontinental Railroad and the discovery of gold and silver in Nevada and Idaho, the California Trail came to an end.
And there was another trail heading into the Salt Lakes. They would stand here and they would see the dust trails of all the wagons going on that route. What people will do for gold, eh? So just heading for the Shoshone Falls, which is supposed to be spectacular at the moment because of all the snow melt. And after that, we're going to go check out some Idaho state parks. So come along, it'll be fun. So, going to take the bikes for a ride along the canyon rim. So we've just got our bikes out and we're just going to do a cycle along the rim of the Snake Canyon. So it's going to go up to the Shoshone Falls, and we're also going to show you where the Evel Knievel attempted to jump across this. Can you imagine jumping across this? Crazy. And this out here is the Perrine Bridge. Apparently it's the only bridge that's legal to do base jumping from without a permit. I don't know if anyone was watching TV in 1974. This is where Evel Knievel, it was televised worldwide, where he tried to jump the Snake River. He didn't make it, but then he didn't die either. Evel Knievel was an American stunt performer and entertainer famous for his daring motorcycle jumps. He started his career jumping rattlesnakes, cars and vans. To maintain the public interest, his stunts became more daring. One of his most ambitious stunts happened here, where he launched from this hill and tried to jump the Snake River on a rocket-powered motorbike. Almost immediately after launch, the parachute deployed, causing him to crash land into the canyon. So this is the Shoshone Falls. Wow, it's magnificent. So it's going to be a bit of a downhill ride down to it. So it'll be an uphill on the way back, as well as a headwind.
Joe just appeared over the edge of the cliff. There's a sheer drop right down to the river. This gorge was carved by that river. What a power it's got.
It's really beautiful and such a nice way to see the falls too without having to deal with all the traffic. Gonna start collecting stickers for my bike for where we do a bike ride. So here we go, this is one for Twin Falls, Idaho.
So not only is it magnets, but we've got stickers.
And a magnet for Roger. Running out of space. It's such an amazing ride. Ready to go. Where do we go now? I don't know. So we're just in Box Canyon. We're gonna take a little hike to the springs. So at the moment we're way up on top of the ridge of the canyon. I think we're going to go down, all the way down there. And then I guess we've got to come back up again. That's the trail. It looked worse than it is. Try to keep it up and standing tall. Why don't you stay? Absolutely stunning through here. Water so blue. Oh wow. I'm trying to make it up for my mistakes. Oh wow. Was not expecting this. Everywhere I turn, some hearts will break. Someone will end up getting hurt again. There's no need to play pretend. Why don't you stay? So we don't have any bear spray, but I reckon mountain lions are probably more of a problem around here. But it wasn't the bears or the mountain lions that were going to be the problem on this hike. There's a swarm of bees back there and they started coming at us, so we're out of here. See the rim of the canyon up there? That's where we came from. That's where we got to go back up.
Should we go in and check out the cave up there? I can see footprints going in, but I can't see anyone coming out.
You got to be careful going into caves. There could be mountain lions inhabiting them, so that's something to keep in mind. So incredible, what a beautiful hike. Highly recommend it. Until you see the bees and then turn around and come back. After our walk, we headed to the Thousand Springs State Park, which is named for its many waterfalls and springs that gush from the cliffs along the Snake River. Unfortunately, due to flooding, a lot of the park was still closed. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't have a picnic here. It's all underwater. We were able to look at the Mallard Gorge, which features a deep canyon with the Mallard River running through it. There's something really big rustling around, trying to get into our car. It's kind of freaking us out a bit. Sounds like it's under the bonnet. It's certainly too big for a mouse. I just wonder if we should just drive and move. So Mike's just running the engine to see if the critter disappears. I think it might get a bit hot from it. Good morning and welcome to day 42 of our USA road trip. Look at this beautiful spot. This is a free camping spot. Just off the main road, down a bit of a rutted dirt road, but it's not too much of a rutted dirt road. Outside my window, is everything pale and cold? So we're both feeling a bit tired last night, just as we were settling down to go to bed, and then there was this rustle, thump, thump, thump. It was like big, heavy footsteps. It sounded bigger than a mouse. So we got out and had a look. We popped the bonnet, had a look, couldn't find anything. I sent Mike to bed because he was really tired, about midnight by this time. And I just sat there and I was on guard. And that was my job, to stop the critter getting into the van. And about an hour later, the rustling just stopped. And I thought, oh, maybe he's just taking a break. Maybe he's gone out to get some more supplies to make his little nest. At that stage, I decided to go to bed and I fell asleep. Woke up and the rustling seems to have stopped. So hopefully it's gone. So today we're heading to Craters of the Moon. Have a look around there, and there might be a hot spring on the way, like a free hot spring on the side of the road. We'll stop and check that out too. So we're basically following the 93 north, which should take us all the way to Canada. We just stopped to have a look at the natural hot spring. Inside my room, the heat's like a warm embrace. My bed feels like
You never even know it's here.
I'm gonna go try this other pool. See if I can get into this one. That is pretty nice, I gotta say. This pool's a little bit warmer. We don't need a shower now. Had a nice hot bath. Well, that was absolutely perfect, and it's just off the highway. Just got a whole lot of wet clothes now. Well, that swim more than made up for the fact that we had a critter in our cry last night, and it's only like 15 minutes from where we camped. How perfect is that? We might even come back here tonight. We both feel so good after that swim. We feel almost clean. It's been probably over a week since we had a shower. There's just been nowhere for showers. I know it sounds a bit gross, but we're good for another week. So we're now just in the Craters of the Moon National Monument and Preserve. It's all this kind of rocky stuff.
The rocky stuff is lava.
Oh, the rocky stuff. Well, that rocky stuff's lava, Mike tells me. So there you go. It's even more exciting than rocky stuff. Jeez, I'm stupid. So we're just going to take a walk through the lava fields. Sounds exciting, doesn't it? This is the North Crater Flow Trail.
As I'm walking along this lava field, I can picture it sort of oozing and squirming its way along bright red molten rock. These big chunks of rock would have been at the crater. I think of the power of the lava as it rips the side of the crater away and carried it on down the flow.
I keep seeing things scurrying over these rocks, and I'm wondering which one of these little critters is in our van.
None of these critters running across the rocks are in our van because they're running across the rocks.
There's lava flowers here, so what happens is the seeds blow in the wind and land in the cracks, and then they grow, make their own little environment.
When these volcanoes erupted and the lava flowed, destroyed everything in its path. Nature being nature, slowly takes it back over again. And on the hills over there, you start with a little forest growing, little trees. It starts off with little flowers growing, producing a bit more soil for the trees to grow in.
So this walk's really good. You don't have to scramble over the lava. They've got this really good little path here you can follow.
See, driving through here, see all the ash there, and nature's reclaiming it all. Trees and the shrubs growing up.
Temperatures on the ground here can reach 150 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 65 degrees Celsius. That's in summer temperatures, and in the winter it snows. So the plants that survive here are true survivors. So we're just going to walk up here. Inferno Cone. We can do this, Mike. After you.
I wouldn't say this walk is that high, but look, we got up to the snow level. This is a bit more right than what I thought. It's never ending. It's still going up.
I thought we were at the top.
Not yet.
Ah.
Nowhere to go. I watch them.
Looks like we made it to the top. Almost expect to see a table and chairs up here. Views are incredible.
I thought this was a cone that you could look into, but it's not. It just looks as though it's possibly just a plug. Solid mass of lava there, sat there on the in the volcano. We left poor Roger all the way down there.
Why should I complain? there should ever be a storm or a pouring rain.
So here's a little cone you can look into, a spatter cone they call it. Oh, there's snow in there. So B-52s are featuring in my singing at the moment. So we're in Idaho, so obviously I gotta sing Private Idaho. And then there's lava flows, so hot lava. I wonder if there's any lobsters living in these rocks. We'll keep an eye out. We're just going to have a look at some tree molds. Mike will tell you what they are in a minute. What are they, Mike? It's when the molten lava ran over the trees and made molds, like a chocolate mold, but with trees.
Every window pane is bathing you in light.
I feel like we're walking around the rim of a volcano, and that's the crater down there. I don't know for a fact, but it seems that way to me.
Or a pouring rain. Wait and look out through the window pane. Where the
So this is a tree mold. It's just basically a hole. We walked all this way to see a hole. Looks like someone's been painted on the rock, but it's like a yellow and orange lichen. It's very pretty. I don't know if you know, there's that blue tinge to the rocks down there, but it's really cool. Not sure what causes the blue. Almost reminds me a bit of Pawa or abalone. Camping in the lava fields. That's pretty cool. How many of you can say you've camped in the lava fields? Mike's trying to find the source of the rustling from last night. Doesn't want to take the whole dash off though, so he's just taking a little bit off to see if he can get any closer. So we're not seeing a critter up there now, so hopefully it's gone.